Everyone, we are from Group 23 and we will present about the course registration, mapping student IDs to available seats in a high demand elective subject. So, we have three members, which is DEEVEANAJ, the leader, one AMIRUL FARIS, and my name, which is Muhammad WAFI HAKIM. So, our objective project, which is demonstrate how discrete mathematics were applied to to the university course registration system. Since students need to compete each other to get their subjects, so we have applied some module and mathematical structure to explain how discrete mathematics related to course registration system.
It's about function and its type. This is the overview of the module. It describes how exactly a university allocates student seats. Firstly, students need to register their desired elective. Then, the system will put the student to a seat. When a seat is filled, it cannot be assigned to another student. This process can be represented mathematically using function. Now, I'll explain to you about our model function that we use. First, domain X, which is called as object, represents as student metric number, while domain Y, which is called as image, represents as available seat. There are 5 domains that matches each pair at codomain, which is connected by an arrow or what we call it as function. As we can see, all domain has its own codomain. Based on the model, one seat to one student is as same as one object to one image, which can be read as fx equals to y. Hence, it categorized as one-to-one or injective. It should be impossible for two students to be in one seat. For composition function, we will elaborate the situation more specific to additional process by adding registration requests. In this model, we can see that there are two functions, gx and fx, represent multiple process of registration system. Here, student need to request first at fx. Once the request has been sent, gx will search for available seat for the student. This can strengthen the efficiency of registration system, as students need to prove that they are really want to register the elective subject and reduce the network traffic at the same time. Last but not least, the inverse function. The inverse function actually represents reversing the original function into different perspectives. Simply speaking, if the original function represents student who register a subject, then inverse represent administrator approve and find the student who occupy the seat. If the student cancel the registration, the administrator can identify the student through the request in the inverse function. This can improve cancellation process as the admin can identify and make the occupied seat available as soon as possible. That's all for the function module explaining the registration system. Next, we will go to the second module.
A directed graph is used because the process flow of specific sequence and move in only one direction from registration to confirmation. Okay. Verticized nodes. The circle represents the stages of the registration system. For V1 equals to student, for V2 is portal, for V3 is course selection, for V4 is payment, for V5 is seat assignment, and for V6 is confirmation. There are 6 vertices in the total. Edges, which is connections. The arrow shows the movement from one stage to the next. E1, V1 to V2, student access the registration portal. E2, V2 to V3 is the portal allows the student to select a course. E3, V3 to V4 is after choosing a course, the student proceed to payment. E4, V4 to V5 is once payment is successful, the system assigns a seat. E5, V5 to V6 is the registration is completed and a confirmation is issued. There are 5 directed edges in total. Directed graph and hub analysis. This is a directed graph consists of 5 students connected to the portal. Every arrow from a student to the portal indicates that all registration requests must go through the portal before they can be processed. Hub analysis. Okay, all students are linked to the portal, so this has the highest degree. This puts the portal as the hub or central node of the registration network. Bottleneck analysis. All the registration requests are funneled into a portal, which can cause a bottleneck. The portal will be overwhelmed or become inaccessible if the students are unable to register the subject, delay of the seat allocation, and registration can be unsuccessful. Okay, based on the graph for the portal, in degree is equals to 5 and out degree is equals to 1. Therefore, total degree is equal to 6. The rows represent the source of vertex. Columns represent the destination vertex. A value of 1 means a direct connection exists. A value of 0 means no direct connection exists. Since all students connected to the portal column contains 1. The portal has no outgoing connection in the given model, so each row contains of zeros. The value of 1 in row S1 column portal indicates student connected to the portal. Similarly, student 2, 3, 4, and 5 are also connected to the portal. All entries are 0 because there are no direct connection between students. The portal now row contains O because the portal does not send connection to any other vertex in this model.
For the final module, we have 3 module overview. So a tree is a hierarchical structure or diagram that represents relationship between each node, which we call as parent and children node. So in perspective of university, students will race and compete each other to get the assigned seat of the course that they want to request. So they need to follow through the flow of different types of situation and decision, since there are some kind of student that yes or no, rejected or accepted, available or not, successful or fail to access and assign the seat. So we have 4 main things in the structure, which is root, parent node, child node, and also leaf node. So we can see here at the second slide of 3 module, we have only 1 root, we have 2 parent node, and also we have child node, which is 4, while leaf we have 3, which means there are no child, they just end at there. So the scenario, the student will select the course and have some kind of 2 decisions and 2 flow, either they yes or rejected, and once again either seat assigned or it will be a wait list, which means they need to wait until they either get the seat or rejected also. So the 3 properties, we have 12 nodes, 10 edges, and also 3 height. 3 height means the level of each node. As we can see, there are first, which is consolidated, prerequisites, and also either the seat assigned or not. Finally, we have an application which is binary tree. Binary tree used for decision either yes or no, available or not, approved or rejected. So we can this application is important to ensure the decision, speed up processing, reduce error between students, and the most important thing is manage the high demand courses by fair and efficient. So in conclusion, we can sum up that mathematical structure is important in our daily life to ensure the stability and also um, the stability and also the effectiveness of each system to ensure the trust and also the process of each student want to register or any other daily life activities work smoothly and efficiently. That's all from our group. Thank you and bye.